Hello, I'm Amanda Tolve with Tolve Closes, your residential realtor in New Jersey. I specialize in the counties of Bergen, Passaic, and Essex, but I also do some work in Hudson and Morris County, and I have excellent referrals if you want to go any further than that. So today we're talking about part one of a 7 series program I have going on, and it is called Selling Your Home. So in part one, we're going to discuss finding a realtor. Now, here are 3 ways that we can go ahead and do that. So the first one, you want to be sure that you're working with a realtor that knows your specific needs. And if you guys listen to my programs, you know I always say this, that as a realtor, I listen to my sellers or even my buyers' specific needs because everybody has different ones. And not just a realtor that knows your needs, but you want a realtor that understands your needs. You want them to understand what your goal is, and what you are trying to get out of the sale of your home, what you're trying to get out of this transaction. So take the time to have these conversations with realtors to be sure that you're fully on the same page with whichever realtor that you choose. Again, that's what I love to do. I love to be specific with my sellers and make sure that I understand fully their time frame and what they are looking for or what they want to come out of their sale. So maybe you're selling some examples of reasons why you are looking for you have a specific goal. So maybe you're selling an estate and your biggest concern is to get rid of the house as soon as possible because you just want to move on with your life and you want to get a fair price for it. So, I've had people who have, it happens to be one of their parents. So they're not looking to drag this out. They want it done, chop, chop, let's go. Or maybe it's someone who just remodeled your home. So we get a lot of this, maybe not a full remodel, I get a lot of, but people who've done updates. So they want top dollar for their home. That's another specific need. Another example would be if you're looking to move into a new home. So I have a lot of people that are doing this as well. They give me a price that they need to walk away with in order to buy their new home. So that's important. So these are just some examples of specific needs that the seller may be looking for or specific goals that they're trying to reach that you want to make sure your realtor or me is aware of so that I can help you fully to reach your goals. So number 2 is you want to choose a realtor that knows your market. So they need to know the specific market that you're listing your property in. For an example, I'm a realtor in New Jersey. So am I going to go to Ohio? Is someone from Ohio going to reach out to me and ask me to sell their home? Probably not. And I don't think it's a good idea. And I would not take the listing just because I don't think I have the knowledge of not even the state Ohio, never mind, a town in Ohio. So you want someone who knows the actual market. And also we have referral business for that reason. So I have a great realtor I work with up in Sussex County. So when she gets something, she has clients that want to be closer to the city area, Bergen County, she'll call me and refer those clients to me and I'll take care of them for her. And when I have clients that want to move out west, they want more land, and that's like a 45 or minutes to an hour drive up that way, I'll send them to her and she can take care of those clients because she knows that area. That's her market. So your realtor needs to be familiar with the area that your home is in. So as a realtor, as your realtor in my areas, I'll know the price ranges. So I'll know what the homes are selling for. I know what they've sold for. And not just this year, but in the past years, I have a better idea and grasp on the market that I'm working in. So we can, get a good price range or a good idea. I'll definitely have a range for you of what your house will sell for. That's also important because we need to know the average days on market for the area. So your realtor should know how long properties are sitting on the market. Are the properties sitting for weeks? Are they flying off the shelves? Which most of them today are flying off the shelves, you could say. But there are some instances where some are sitting because maybe in some areas, you have a condo, someone's selling a condo, but those aren't, popular there. Like, so I know, like where I am in, actually that was Passaic County, is the Clifton area. They're big on condos because it's a lot of commuters, people who are busy. They're working people. They like the condos. They want a nice condo with a nice view. Um, but that is an example of knowing your market, knowing what people are looking for in that area. Um, the inventory is another one that the realtor should know. So again, this is a pretty common now that the inventory is low everywhere, but like I mentioned, with the specific types of properties, your realtor should know the inventory for those. So um, if you're going to be looking in like Rutherford, which is a specific town that I work in, there's not a lot of multifamilies and condos. That's more of a house. You're looking for a nice big home. I mean, they have them there, but you're not going to find a bunch of apartment buildings. You're not going to find things like that. So it's important that your realtor knows the market so they know who to sell to and how they can sell it the quickest. They'll also have the resources within that town to find the updates quickly. So they are actively working in that town. I'm sure they have buyers there as well as the sellers. So they're going to know how to list your home properly in the current market. You also want your realtor to have an idea on what's available in the town. So if your realtor knows your market, they're going to know a little bit about the area. They don't have to know every single detail, like every single restaurant that's in town, every single gym that's in town, but they should have a general idea of what's available. Is there a town center where everyone can go and what stores are there? Or is there a shopping area? Is there, a lot of restaurants that are walking distance? Just a general idea so that they can inform or add value to your listing when they're listing it for you. You want your realtor also to be familiar with the area as far as transportation. So again, like I mentioned, my area is kind of close to the city, so you get a lot of people who want the commute. They pick my areas because they want to get to the city easily. You're not going to pick a town in or out west, like in Sussex County. If you have to commute to New York every day, you're going to pick a town down here in Bergen County. So that matters because some people are looking for those things. So again, that's something that I want to add value to your listing. So I'm going to put that in your listing description. Is it commuter friendly, or is it, hidden and it's not so close to the highway? Some people prefer that as well. So basically, you want your realtor to know your market you're in so that they can promote your listing correctly and get the attention of the most buyers possible. Now, number 3, of a little tip of how to find or how to help you choose your realtor. This one may be the most important to a lot of people, is choosing a realtor that you can trust. So most people, they're selling their home for the first time ever. So they have no idea what they're doing. They have no idea what to expect. They don't have the resources. They don't know who they're supposed to be speaking to. And that is why you heavily need to rely on your realtor as your go-to person. That's the person that's going to guide you through everything and supposed to not steer you wrong. So again, it's got to be someone that you can fully trust. And there's a couple of reasons or a couple of examples I want to share with you about why it's so important to trust your realtor. So the one is that the realtor, the agent, when I say agent, means the same thing as realtor, is the person that's helping you come up with a competitive price to list your home at. So you don't want a realtor, for an example, that's going to list it at an extremely high price just because all they care about is the commission. When that house is now going to take long to sell, or it's not going to appraise, and you're going to have lots of issues with that overpriced home. And then you also don't want someone who's going to lowball it just because they want to sell it quickly and get this done with and move on to the next one. So you want a realtor that you can trust, that's going to get you the price that you need and sell your home at the price you need it to be sold at. You want to trust that they're going to come up with that number for you. Well, with you, I should say, because at the end of the day, the seller gets to choose that number, but the realtor should be guiding you. Now, another reason You need to trust your realtors because they will be hosting an open house for you. Now, open houses are optional, but 90% of the time you want to have them because it gets more people in. It gets you lots of buyer leads and lots of offers, which is the end game. But you're trusting your realtor to host an open house at your home, the home that you live in. And this is more for like, actually, it's even if it's vacant because you still want people to respect your property. So you're trusting that the realtor is going to monitor who comes into your home and make sure that the buyers are coming in with their agents, another professional to who also is, you're trusting them as well to come into your home. But your realtor is the one who is managing and organizing and making sure they're checking everyone who's coming in. Even during COVID times, they want to make sure that they're being sanitized and they're signing the COVID waiver. So you're putting a lot of trust into letting all these strangers in your house. And your realtor is the one who's monitoring and making sure that nothing happens to your home and that everyone respects it. And the third thing, the third reason that you need to be able to trust that realtor is they're interacting with agents, other agents, basically buyers agents, and buyers directly on your behalf. So they're basically your personal representation for this, not an attorney or anything like that. So don't take it that way when I say it, but they're representing you. So they're promoting your property. So people are looking on the MLS, on social media and everywhere, and they're seeing your listing advertised by this person. So whoever that person is, you better make sure that they're professional and you can trust them and they have a good image. And they do a great job, of course, because that matters, because they're a reflection of you and your property. So, excuse me. The takeaway from this program today is to be picky is to be picky when choosing a realtor. Make sure your realtor that you choose understands specifically what you're looking for and your needs, knows your market, and is someone you can fully trust and rely on to guide you through the entire sale transaction. Now, in part 2 of my series, Selling Your Home, I will be going over the seller's consultation with me, your realtor. Thanks for listening to Tolve Closes with Amanda Tolve, your residential realtor.